Hi everybody at Cold Harbor, Mrs. Jabara here, and I'm sitting on my deck. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. I cannot believe it's May already. It was a big week in my family. My daughter turned 16 on April 28th, and then on May 1st, I turned 103. You know, I was 102. Now I'm 103. I can't believe it. We had a great time. Anyway, I received some more letters I want to share with you. And Juliana, I'm so glad. Thank you for this note. You know, I love them. And I'm so glad you're reading the Harry Potter series. That is a great series. I enjoyed reading them myself. And Madeline, Mo Williams, isn't he fabulous? I love drawing his little drawings. So I'm glad you're doing that as well. And Caleb, you know I'm a big outdoorsy girl, and I'm glad you're hanging out outside with Mason. And you asked me what my favorite movie is, and I'm going to share my screen because my favorite movie is one of my favorite movies in the genre of children's movies is Jungle Book. And one of the reasons I love the songs in the Jungle Book, they're so fun. But this song, I was thinking about it today when I was reading over your card on why is this one of my favorite songs? And it's so apropos right now, so perfect for today's time, because we are really living just like the song, The Bare Necessities. Sing it with me. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessity of life. So we are living a simple life right now, and it's actually really quite nice. Hugh, I've received your letter, and guess what? I read Holes too, and I really liked the ending of it. I liked how the kids kind of turned back on them and found the treasure. So it's a great book. I'm glad you're reading. And look at this gorgeous drawing. Look up. Perfect, Lauren. I miss you too, and I miss your smiles. Can't wait to see you. And Adori, happy birthday, JoJo, April 22nd, Dory told me. I miss you guys too, so I can't wait to see you guys and hug you. Thank you for the letters. So today I wanted to talk about a specific author. I'm going to share the author, Peter Reynolds, and I'm going to go back to his homepage. His website is great to read through, and he's one of my favorite authors, actually. Some of the books I have here, he's the illustrator, and sometimes he's both the author and the illustrator. And I think I'm going to do these books 2 weeks in a row because I couldn't decide what I wanted to share with you. So Happy Dreamer is what I'm going to share next week with you by Peter Reynolds. I Am Human, a book about empathy. It was written by Susan Verde, illustrated by Peter Reynolds. Going Places, Say Something, and The Word Collectors, the ones I had taken home. But the one I'm going to read is called I'm Love, and thank you for Scholastics for letting us share the books online during this time in our lives that we're all home. So I really appreciate their letting us videotape their books and share. Before I do, I want to show you on his website some really cool things that you could do. You could look at his art and learn about how he did his art and how he started. And mainly he uses watercolors in his, and you'll see the pictures. You'll see how simple, and he talks about this watercolor, I think it's pronounced Gosh or Goosh, I'm not sure, but he says it's so opaque, the watercolor, that he can build on top of it. So layering, and I would love it. You could try to do some of his simple artwork at home. He talks about how he doodles with pencil and or pen. So those are great examples. And then how he layers it with colors and other items on here. And then he gives you some ideas and tips on how to become a storyteller or a poet and how he gets inspired. So I like this, join me in my campaign to make the world a more creative place. So think about what you could do for other people. Maybe write them a letter like some of you have been writing me, or draw somebody a picture and mail them a picture, or hang it on your fridge at home. So I'm going to go back to just me sharing so you could see the pictures really close up. So I Am Love. Here we go. I Am Love, a book about compassion. Now, third graders, last week We started in Miss Duke's class talking about theme. And when I talk about theme, I'm talking about a lesson we can learn from a book, a story, or a poem. So this one I think is very easy to figure out what the theme is. So at the end, I'm going to ask you what you think the lesson is that we can learn from this story. So it's called I Am Love, a book of compassion. Again, thank you, Scholastic, for letting us use this book online. And you could go online and purchase your own copy. This is great. A Book of Compassion, written by Susan Verde and illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. I received this book as a gift from John Schuler at one of his workshops, and he wrote me a note. He said, a gift from John Schuler's heart to Rory's heart. So he gave this, and it touched my heart. I needed this so much in my life at that time, and now I'm sharing it from my heart to your heart. So here we go. I Am Love. I Am Love, a book of compassion. This book is my love letter to the world, as each one of us is worthy of love in all forms and expressions. We are all capable of adding light to the world when we listen to our hearts and choose love. When I see somebody going through a storm, now, what do you think? Do you think they really mean a rainstorm? What could that mean? A different meaning for what kind of storm in somebody's life? When I see someone going through a storm of hurt and unfairness, of anger and sadness, when the sun disappears and the skies grow dark, and I see there is fear, I ask myself, what could I do to help that light back in? What can you do to let that light back into somebody's life when you see somebody sad or upset or angry? Think about those things that you could do. I put my hands on my heart and I listen. And that's where I find the answer. I have compassion. I act with tenderness. I am love. I can listen and not say a word. I can be there. Love is being present. Look at the beautiful illustrations done by Peter Reynolds. I can hug and hold and say, everything's going to be all right. Love is comfort. I can speak softly and choose my words and actions carefully. Love is gentle. I can give thanks for all I have and able to share. Love is gratitude. What are you thankful for? Gratitude. I'm thankful for this beautiful day and my 3 children and the ability to stay connected with you all. I can keep my mind and body safe and healthy. Love is taking care of me. And I hope we're all taking care of our bodies right now and washing our hands and staying safe. I can express what is important to me. Love is creative. I can know that no one is perfect. Love is understanding. I can do my best to make things better when something is wrong. Love is effort. I can celebrate those I've loved before. Love is remembering. I can find goodness in a kind word, a helping hand, or a shared smile. Love is tiny gesture. What kind of tiny gesture can you do today? Can you maybe empty the dishwasher? Or leave a little note for mom or your brother? I can breathe in the air that the whole world shares and know all creatures are made from the very same stardust. Love is connection. When the clouds roll in for others and for me, I know there is something I can do. I can let my heart lead the way. I am love. You are love. We are love. I love this page. I love that she's reaching out her hand. She's holding another friend's hand. And with love, we will weather the storm and light up the sky together. You're beautiful. So what could the theme of this book be? I think it's pretty simple to figure out. I want you to think about it for a minute. What is this book trying to tell us? I think you guys are coming up with some good answers. I'm going to let you think about that for a little while, and I'm going to read what the author said. Author's note in the back. Love is everywhere. It is inside of us and all around us, and there are so many ways it can be shared and expressed. But sometimes things happen in life that make us feel afraid, sad, frightened, or helpless, or our ability to find that love can get lost. I Am Love is an exploration of many ways to love exists and an affirmation of how, once we listen to our hearts and find the love within us, we could share it with the world and find connection and compassion. My hope is that this book will inspire conversations with our children about love and all its expressions, and about how we are not helpless, but in fact have the power to make the world more beautiful when we come from a place of love. I love you guys so much. I miss you. I cannot wait to hug you. Stay safe. Stay happy. I love you. Mwah.